Hello, and welcome to the fourth video in my beginner scripting series. In this video, we're going to be going over functions. Before we start this video, if you haven't seen my previous video about if statements, for loops, repeat until loops, and while loops, I encourage you to watch it. Video link will be in the description.
Roll the intro.
A good idea when working with functions is to separate your code into smaller, bite-sized functions that do one particular thing. For example, if you had a function that was 40 lines long that changed the color of the car and resized the car, you would want to think about separating the function into two functions, one that changes the color and one that changes the size. A benefit of using functions is it becomes more difficult to repeat ourselves unnecessarily. In general, we want to repeat ourselves as little as possible. Not only that, but the use of functions will also make your code cleaner than if you did not use any functions at all. Now that is all well and good, but what even is a function? Well, a function is a container that holds code to be used elsewhere in your script. In other words, it allows us to write code that we may not want to run right away. It will also help us to more easily show what the code is doing by the function's unique and descriptive name. Let's look at the syntax for a function. To start a function, you must use the function keyword. The function may be local. In that case, you would use the local keyword in front of the function keyword. Next, you need the name of the function. Now, following the name of the function, you'll need a set of parentheses or brackets. In the brackets or parentheses, you may, although it is not required, have arguments that will be passed into the function from an external source. The function must be closed using the end keyword. Alright, time to put this theory into practice. To do that, we'll create a script called functions, and we'll use a normal part added into the workspace. To start off, we'll make the part red and small. While we can change the part's color manually through Studio and we can resize it using a scale feature in Studio, we are interested in the abilities of functions. Now it is time to test the theory I laid out in this video. We could use a direct reference to the part to change the properties, although that is messy. We want our code to be as clean and efficient as possible, as well as the least redundant possible. As you can see here, the part changed from a small red part to a big green part. To start, we're going to create a function called changeColor. Let's add an object argument. This will be the object we are changing the color for. We also need the color we will be changing the object's color to. Now to call this function, we simply use the function's name. This is case sensitive, so be careful. But follow that with parentheses and the arguments we want to pass into the function. Let's test this out a few times with a wait of half a second in between each time we change the part's color. let's not forget about the size of the part. We want to change that too. So we'll create a function called change size with an object parameter and a size parameter, and call it the same way we called the change color function. In the next tutorial, we will talk about remote events and remote functions. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos and subscribe for more content, and I will see you in the next video.